Chris Wright here with GotGame. We're at PAX South with Tony here. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
I'm doing good, and we're talking about Dreadnought here, like probably one of the biggest games at PAX South. So how long have you been developing this game for, or have been in development for?
It's been close to 2 years now. It's been a long time that we've been kind of showing it around. Core Combat's been there, and it's been pretty good for quite a while. But right now, we're actually in our closed alpha state, so we're really starting to work on things like progression, UI, the overall UX and quality of life features, so we can make sure we can kind of get more folks into the mix. So that's pretty much where we're at right now.
Yeah, I played it a few days ago, and then as I was playing it, I noticed that you gotta be more methodical with how you placing your ships and such because of how the controls are.
Yeah, I mean, definitely placement of ships and where you are on the battlefield is really, really important to the overall team victory, because it's basically you got to know your ship, know how to use it, know when it's good, what to counter, but then you also have to adapt to the strategy that your team's implementing, be there at the right place at the right time to counter whatever your team's doing. So it's really dynamic, it's really fun, and everything from when do you trigger, when do you use your energy, when do you put your shields up, when do you position yourself in certain places, all of these things affect the battlefield, but that's what keeps it really fun and dynamic.
And the graphics on these ships and such are very highly detailed and such. What engine are you using for this?
We're using Unreal 4.
The most popular choice from most of the developers, it seems.
Yeah, it's a pretty flexible engine, so it's been doing very well.
And I noticed here that you're able to do like a lot of customizations on the ship as well, make it like your own personal ship.
Yeah, both on the kind of vanity side, so how it looks, how it different decals, different patterns. We now have actually like things we're calling hero sets, where it changes the geometry of it too. So it's not just skins and cosmetics, but it actually changes the whole shape of the ship. So we have a lot of different options on the vanity side. We also have a ton of options on the gameplay side, which I think is really the meaningful chunk that really gets folks to connect with their ship, because you're customizing it kind of to your play style. So we've got a lot of different options for primary and secondary weapons, different abilities that you can use to totally change the gameplay.
And I've overheard you talking to a friend of mine saying that the game would be free to play as well.
Yes, absolutely. So we're choosing to go with a free to play model because we want a long-term relationship with our players. Like, we don't want to just take guesses and see what happens and kind of throw it out there. We want to see the data. We want to see what people are saying. We want to have a long-term relationship with our players so that we're looking out for the health of the game. Anything's too over or underpowered, we're going to be right there to nurture it, and we want to grow more classes, more abilities, more ships, all sorts of stuff like that. So in order for that to happen, you really need to own that relationship with the customers or with the players, and free-to-play is the best way for us to do that.
Have you decided on a monetization option yet, or is that coming later?
We have a couple of principles, but we're not really getting the monetization too much, apart from, we're not doing pay to win. And the big reason that we're doing that isn't just because we feel it's not like fair to players, but, from the get-go, we have horizontal progression in terms of power. So, like, there isn't a stronger gun. It's more of a, sniper rifle versus shotgun. Neither one is more powerful per se. It just depends on the situation that you're in. So that's our approach as terms of different abilities that we've been proposing and the things that we have out there. They're different, and variety is what you're getting. It's not about power.
That's good. Obviously right now it's in closed beta. Alpha. Is there going to be a beta period for this game as well, for people to join in?
Yeah, definitely. So we're in closed alpha right now. Like I said, if you go to playdreadnought.com and sign up, you can get into the pool. If that stuff goes well, we are looking to obviously make this game a 24/7 online, always up thing. So we need to get ourselves caught up with that pace and make sure that we can meet the demands of the players. So it's only going to go longer sessions, more frequent sessions. So we'll definitely go from one closed alpha to more open or closed beta. That'll definitely happen, but it all really boils down to the feedback that we're getting, what we're learning, what we're seeing, and what we want to apply back into the game.
Okay, so we will be at least expecting the full release by the end of the year, correct?
We can't commit to release by the end of the year because if we learn more things and we want to implement those for the health of the game in order to make sure that it's right, we're going to do that.
Okay, that's a good enough answer.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so can you say how many classes there will be by the end of the release, or is that to be determined?
No, that's still to be determined. We're really only going with 5 right now. They range from Scout, our Scout class, which is a Corvette class. We have Dreadnoughts, which are our heavies. We've got artillery cruisers, which are our snipers. Tactical cruisers, which are our support class. And we have destroyers, which are kind of our all-rounders. Still lean kind of heavy, but they're, a little bit more middle of the road than any other faction.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And keep here for more PAX South coverage.